I think this man liked big women.
That wasn't written by him, you know that, right? It wasn't even arranged by him.
No, I know that, but it's a reoccurring theme in his music.
Is it? Welcome to Every Album Ever with Mike and Alex. My name is Michael Mansour, and I'm joined as always with my flannel-wearing co-host Alexander Volts. Say hello.
Hello.
This is Every Album Ever, the podcast where we listen to every single album in the world, one artist at a time. That's a new discography per episode, and today we'll be discussing every album by...
You don't tug on Superman's cape.
You don't
spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off the Lone Ranger. And you sure as fuck don't mess with Jim Croce.
Mess around with Jim Croce.
Mess around, whatever.
Come on. Jim Croce, people.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. Jim Croce. Hell yeah. This is a nice little. We don't do too many
folk artists.
No, the closest we got to was our Walker Brothers one, which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, we've done Simon Garfunkel.
That was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, and Nick Drake, also a very long time ago.
Very long. Yeah, so we got about 4 total. So this is why the hell not? Why the hell not? Before we get into any of that, if you want to help support us, you know what we need. You need to leave comments, talk to each other, talk shit about us. We don't really care. Just keep talking. Subscribe if you want, like the video if you want, dislike it if you're a piece of shit. All those things and more. Tell a friend also. That also helps. You can find a Spotify playlist on Jim Croce in the description. We got playlists associated with all the episodes. You can find all those at everyalbumever.com. And if you would really like to support us, I know you would, then you go to patreon.com/everyalbumever. There you get bonus episodes, super duper early access to the Loose Ends episodes, 20% off all merch. You get to see our schedule in advance. You get to vote on polls to decide who's coming up next. And I think by the way, I think it's finally time
to close the poll.
To close the poll. We have a winner.
Oh, shit. I'm excited.
I can't say it here. Yeah, doing Patreon for that, but they know already.
Okay,
it came close, but in the end,
also they know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait till this episode's finished.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you right now without telling them. You won.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you
all
won.
Right.
I lost that one.
It was close.
It was real close. It was real close. Yeah, so you can do that. And then, of course, if you're tier 2, if you're bigger than Jesus, then you get to suggest artists first because we can no longer just take random requests. There's too goddamn many. So Patreon, if you want to do that, please. Okay, so I think that's it for all the plugs. So Jim Croce, what do you know?
Yes.
Everybody knows the one song, maybe 2 songs, but mostly the one song.
I feel like he's got a lot of songs.
As a guy who doesn't know anything about him,
that's true.
There are 2 songs that everyone in the world knows.
You went in a little cold. I played a little, and nice little palate cleanser here.
Oh yeah, compared to last week.
yeah,
little heavy duty.
Yeah, perfect artist for this. Going into it, I really only listened to his greatest hits. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this was a nice little discography to cover. Found out some new things, some things I don't really care for but not hate, and found out some console uploaded the behind the music on which really? I didn't know they did one about him, so I watched a little bit of that in preparation for this, and I don't love everything, but I enjoyed listening to old Jim here.
Very fun stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot as well. By the way, if anybody's confused, he's the Time in a Bottle guy. That's basically what you need to know.
But he's got Time in a Bottle, Bad Leroy Brown, I Got a Name.
Yeah.
Don't mess around with Jim. Operator, like
Age. There's a lot, but that's like the one that's in every movie kind of thing, every TV show, especially more recently. Seems like
and only one Stone Temple Pilots ripped off.
That's impressive. They're real good at that. Dude, they're my favorite band that rips off other bands.
Yeah.
But so yeah, folky stuff. I didn't. So again, like I jumped in, did like a cursory glance of like who he is and when the backstory. I'm like, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, he died young. Oh no. It is one of the most tragic deaths in music for me.
It is. Also, I will say about this man, he somehow looks older without his mustache, and also like one of the greatest mustaches in the history of rock and roll.
He looks just like Frank Zappa, honestly. He looks like a more dad Frank Zappa.
Yeah, or he could play like a buff Luigi in a live action Mario Brothers movie.
He is Luigi when he went off in his spiritual journey by himself away from Mario.
Yeah,
before he found the mansion.
But the pictures of him without a mustache, very jarring. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I wish he was just born with a mustache.
I choose to believe he was.
Yeah.
But without a mustache, he's fucking scary looking. He's just like
he looks like
a fucking. He looks like a bummer. He looks like a fucking the guy who ruins the party.
Or like the lamest substitute teacher, but that's
for sure.
Not really anything to do with him. Grew up in like a blue collar area of Pennsylvania,
South Philly.
Yep. To Italian parents. And that kind of affected the music he would write, seeing these blue collar people, work and grind it out, and that really impacted his music. You hear it in the characters he sings about, like roller derby queens and Leroy Brown.
Indeed. Man, this is such a fucking bummer, just because this dude was just one giant struggle from beginning to end.
Oh yeah,
one giant struggle.
Like, I think he played music for like 10 years before, and
he only even made his first album because his parents didn't believe in him, and they give him a pity funding of the record.
Yeah,
and then when he became successful, he was still broke because he was just paying back the record company because they fucking robbed people, especially back then. It was it was criminal behavior, and then he decides, all right, I'm coming back to my wife and kid. I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to write, and I want to be with my family. And then he dies on the way back. Not literally, but on that tour.
Yeah. So, really, really sad stuff. But, it's also this to have like such a short discography in life and this leave like this great like impact behind with his music.
Yeah.
That's really only real silver lining there. Also, it should be on Wikipedia, and I'm glad I watched the behind the music. Friends with Cheech Marin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, those powerful ass mustaches.
Yeah. Just getting together, tearing up the town in the early 60s.
What the hell?
Or late 60s. Sorry.
Isn't Cheech from LA?
Yeah. He met Jim at like a show though, when he was touring. But
what a weird, unexpected coupling.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, it's Cheech. He'd also be a radio DJ at the college he went to university at, and had that background playing guitar. Also interesting thing, if people are familiar with the movie Roadhouse, it's like infamous for like the stage has like the chicken wire around it so people can't throw bottles and stuff. Yeah. I didn't know that was a real thing.
That's a real thing.
That's how Jim Croce like cut his teeth, was playing bars like that.
I learned about that stuff from the fucking punk scene. That was a legit thing. I mean, it seems a little bit. It seems like just a Roadhouse thing, but no, it's crazy. Yeah,
like a crazy thing you do for like a bad movie, but I guess it makes sense for punk music. But like, this man's just out here trying to play folk music,
sing his heart out. It's fucking sad.
Yeah,
this guy went through so much shit.
So he like cut his teeth playing venues like that, like just unnecessarily cruel to play folk music.
Yeah, you know what? I understand that reaction to folk music.
Yeah.
I'd be throwing bottles at the motherfucker too. You fucking sing your ass with your gay ass acoustic guitar. I mean, who do you think you are?
Yeah, I mean, I'd throw bottles at Simon and Garfunkel. So
See, you get it though. You understand it.
I do get it. Yeah.
So anyway, Jim Croce put out 5 records over the course of his very short career discography, whatever. First one came out in 1966. Last one, a few days after he died, I believe, 1973.
It's technically considered a posthumous.
It is a posthumous one, but might as well get into it.
Yep.
So here we go, baby. This is 1966's Facets.
And this was actually out of print for a very, very long time.
I bet there was no cover.
like you said, he funded this with money from his parents. 500 copies, the first pressing.
Yeah.
But he sold all of them.
He sure did.
So even turned a profit. So
yeah, it was a wedding gift from when he married Ingrid, and they said, "Here, this is exclusively for making a record." In hopes that it would fail and cut and make him quit. Like they were like, okay, it's not gonna work out. Here, just get out of your system, get a real job, you fucking dirtbag. And then it worked out.
He still ended up getting real jobs though, because this was,
of course,
but yeah, mostly cover songs of traditionals. One or two by him.
I think three. One of them he co-wrote, I think, with his brother.
Despite the low quality, I like this more than a lot of other things because I think his personality and what makes him unique is on display here.
Mm-hmm. We just talked over the entire song, but you can go to Laura.
Yeah. Shit song, but
yeah. As you were saying.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, this might be a rough ride, but I enjoyed it a bit. And it's also one of the few albums where I think the bonus tracks elevate the original material because, like I said, these are for the most part covers and traditionals.
Yeah.
But the bonus is all him.
Worsley's favorite, easily.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, easily.
Wow.
I don't like this album at all.
Wow.
And the bonus tracks are all good. The bonus tracks are...
I'm glad we're in agreement there.
Listen to this for the bonus tracks. And I guess for the history of it is kind of neat because this was made for no money and it was
and he has a short discography.
Yeah, and this is a fucking 20-minute album basically. It's super short, but it's all covers. I don't like any of these folk songs. I don't care for folk music at all. I don't like country western stuff so much. No, there's nothing for me except for his voice, the mood of it, which again wears off once I realize I hate every song on here. Well, not every song, but most.
I like Cold Tattoo.
Cold Tattoo is fine.
Yeah. What else?
I don't mind Sun Come Up, nor Until It's Time for Me to Go.
Charlie Green was a standout for me. Also, the ballad of
Gunga
Din.
That's technically a Croce song, but just with lyrics written by Rudyard Kipling, the poem.
Yeah, and it's more of like one of the more haunting things he would do, which he doesn't really do at all during his career. So I thought it had some merit for
that song. Is the reason I'm glad he doesn't go dark because I don't think he's very good.
Yeah, I think he could have. I think he could have.
It feels like any other folk song in minor key to me.
Children of Midnight though.
Children of Midnight.
That's the bonus track.
Oh, of course.
That's getting into spoiler territory. I think that's my favorite thing him and Ingrid have done. That's like my favorite Jim and Ingrid song.
I like a lot of the stuff he does with Ingrid, but that song, yeah, as soon as that one came on, I was like, wait, this is already better than every
totally
song.
Different. Yeah.
It's just like, for one, it's original. You could tell it's original just because of the way it's written. And then I do like the texture she adds with her vocals and the duet thing that they do. But on these bonus tracks, every song has the same kind of feel where it's just a very light acoustic guitar with a very, very prominent walking bass. The bass is basically the star of the show aside from the vocals. It's like it's way up in front, but that's basically every bonus track feels like that.
Yeah, I would say this is pretty much for hard, like if you love Croce, this is some more stuff for you to get your teeth into. It's not really required listening. I also enjoyed the Buffy St. Marie cover, Until It's Time for Me to Go. Also, I don't know why that's not the last track because then it's
Big Fat Woman,
which, Jim was married to Ingrid for, his whole musical career. But I think this man I think this man liked big women.
That wasn't written by him, you know that, right? It wasn't even arranged by him.
No, I know that, but it's a reoccurring theme in his music.
Is it?
Yes.
She wasn't a big woman.
No, she like looks like a model.
She's lovely.
Yes.
In fact, him without a mustache, I don't know how he got. With a mustache, I understand it. But without the mustache, I don't know how he got her.
Dude, they show footage of him when he's like a teen, I think, and he's wearing like a white mesh shirt.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
The sex appeal in this man, goddamn.
Dude, yeah. Yeah. He may have lived like a blue collar life, but he was
He's getting in the guts, dude.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
But wait, what was the thing I was going to mention? Nah, there's nothing really. I mean, every bonus track, I mean, I don't care so much for maybe tomorrow in the bonus tracks, but it's still fine.
What about Run and Maggie? There's some is that like some banjo playing on there? Real fierce banjo
Run
playing.
and Maggie. So Run and Maggie is literally just banjo getaway music.
Yeah.
It's a fucking novelty. I use that as a punchline when someone's running away from something. Like, it's a fucking, put it on.
Yeah, I will.
How could anybody listen to this seriously?
I'll listen to this.
Not ironically.
Hold on. Yeah.
I need to be holding my hat running away from fucking dudes in trucks shooting at me.
Yeah. Or, maybe you're bootlegging some whiskey or alcohol.
Dude, what the fuck?
Maybe you're at a hoedown or
no more hoedowning.
maybe
get the fuck out of here.
Jim and Ingrid met at a hootenanny, so
That's right, they did.
so that's the type of music I imagine you would hear at a hootenanny. Never been. Can't imagine what it entails, but
I also read that he converted to Judaism for her.
because he's a sweet man.
What a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Now he's in Jewish heaven or something. But
You think he got his pick when he died? They're like, do you want the Italian, like,
you want the Italian heaven?
Catholic?
Do you want the
heaven?
Catholic? Do you want the Muslim one? Yeah. Jiggy jiggy, yeah. Or do you want the Jewish one? He's like, all right.
We heard not to.
He's like, I choose atheism. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. Forever. But yeah, pretty much this is for if you love all three of the like big albums he had and you need more. I think it's a fine little peek into the early days.
I think you'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
Well, so my worst least favorite, but there's something there.
You got to agree with one of us.
Yeah.
Huh?
So moving on to
I forgot to cue it up. My bad. Sorry.
The only full length with Ingrid.
Yes.
This came out in 1969. So I just realized it's fucking 3 years since the debut. I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah.
Holy crap. So yeah, 1969's Jim and Ingrid Croce.
I believe they were encouraged to move out to New York City. I
believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, one signed to Capitol, it looks like.
My only boss was the clock on the wall, and my only friend.
You get some people that'll stick around for a long time, like Tommy West.
He was a friend at all. I've traded love.
And he'd later rework this for his I Got a Name album.
Yep. This is Age. I think it's folky as hell, but I think it's a beautiful opener.
Really? I don't care for it as an opener.
I like this song a lot. Yeah.
Right back where I started again. Once I had myself $1 million, now I've only.
It's supposed to be a fucking duet album, and she's like, I forgot how long it takes for her to show up on the song.
I mean, all of these songs are fairly short though, so
yeah.
Or $1 million, I was searching all the time. Something that I'd never lost or left behind. I've traded love for pennies, sold my soul for less.
Later on, I thought he was singing I traded love for panties. And I had to look at the lyrics.
I'd be very, very surprised if that was the lyric. I'd be delighted. Surprised.
Yeah.
She sings more in this song, right?
Maybe not. Maybe that's why he... Should I go on to the next one so we get a taste of Ingrid?
No, we'll just
Okay.
Yeah, if something comes up, we'll put it
We'll
on.
cue it out.
You know, we might as well do it right now because, like,
Also, we're.
I knew you were going to say that. I disagree so much. I find this album delightful.
It's this traditional. I mean, it's this average folk music to me.
As a guy who hates folk music, I'd say it's above average folk music.
Wow.
just about above average though.
For some reason, I thought we were gonna come together on.
No, that first album is hard to sit there for me. Like really hard to sit there.
That's
like I legit hate that album.
That's real interesting. Yeah, this. It's really forgettable for me, and I don't think there's any like things that would become trademarks in his career. I don't think they're here like at all. Where at least the last one, I can get a sense of.
I get some of that stuff here. It's definitely inconsistent and not like amazing. But I love Spin Spin Spin. That one just ends up sticking.
That
in my
is
head
a good
lot.
song.
It's beautiful. Put on that fucking song.
That should have been the opener in my opinion.
That one hits me in the feels in a way I can't really pinpoint. It's just cool.
Spin, 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 spin around.
It's like
Spin around.
a song like Cameron Crowe would use in his movies.
Which one did he do?
He did like Almost Famous and some other ones. He also did I Bought a Zoo, which that's a whole other podcast.
Sounds like a different thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this fucking song, man.
I mean, it's my favorite song on here. It's
great.
Yeah.
All right. I do love a lot of the vocal harmonies here, even if the song isn't the most spectacular thing. Just the choices that they do to harmonize, which I guess isn't that uncommon for folk. But
what do
people do?
The most twangy country thing?
I think that one's really rough.
Yeah,
it is it's the most driving across the USA in a truck song.
I mean, that's kind of the point of the song.
I know,
right?
but I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I do like the thought of driving around in a truck. But.
Yeah, another day, another town. He says something about living in a hobo's world.
You say homo's world?
Hobos. And I'm just like, where are you hanging out that you think there's I guess he's hanging out
the road, dude.
Yeah,
or anywhere in downtown LA.
Yeah,
plenty of hobos world.
Yeah, I guess he would. Yeah, being I don't know exactly when, but yeah, he was working as like a truck driver and a cement pourer, like
blue collar as it gets.
Yeah, he could have in a better world where he lived. He could have been like a Springsteen type singer.
Yeah, it's so funny how Springsteen became that thing when he's just fucking stupid rich.
I mean, I don't know about, the boss's upbringing.
I'm sure. I'm not saying he didn't have had a shitty upbringing, but to be the face of blue collar when you're so far away from blue collar.
Well, not anymore, but you gotta. He's like a rapper, That's why
they're not off the hook. I'm talking about everybody. Like
that's why they call him the boss, because he's like a rapper.
I'll have to double check the reasoning, but no.
Him and Rick Ross hang out. All right, that's enough.
Fucking, what was it? So yeah, I mean, toward the end, it just does a lot of the lack of variation does kind of. I mean, it's a 27-minute album, but even then, like you can only handle so much of the same kind of folk.
It's
like Big Wheel. It's like it's not bad. It's just what's the point?
I would say that about like the last 4 tracks just kind of very.
I'm okay with The Next Man That I Marry. It's a I like the violin that got in there. I think it's very nice, very subtle. Same with Just Another Day, but What the Hell and the Man That Is Me. I'm all right.
It's not a good way to close the album, and it's unfortunate. This is the only like real outing with Ingrid, and I found the bonus tracks on the previous album they're
more consistent. They're not quite as fleshed out arrangement wise, but they're probably better songs overall. And I thought there was going to be what I thought, because looking at he has one album with her and then all the rest of it without her, like, oh, I get it, and there's a big gap, divorce, And I was completely wrong. It was completely wrong.
No, yeah,
there was no divorce at all. It was the opposite. There's baby and love.
Yeah, they had their issues like anyone where, he's on the road and she's at home. So, but yeah, stayed married until the end. So
what happened, I think, was they had a kid. And he decided, he's like, I need to fucking...
That kind of lit a fire in his ass.
I need to become something. And then...
he had the bad deal with the record label, and he just kind of swallowed his pride. He didn't want to deal with, the business side of it, but he's like, I got this baby coming. And they even said he was scared to write music in the lead up to this because he didn't want to, write something he felt really passionate about and then have them own it.
Oh, I completely get it. I completely get it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Also, they had their little collective going, and they would go back from New York City to a farm town in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they had to move out of New York because they were broke. I think they sold all their instruments except for one guitar.
Yeah, but they'd be hanging out with James Taylor, or I forget who else would be there, but this kind of this folk collective hanging out at the Croce residence. So
fucking hey, man.
So they kept good company, and he was able to do a few shows here and there, playing those gnarly bars for $25 a night.
$25 a night, which wasn't cutting it.
No, but with inflation is $150.
Yeah, $150, $160
around there.
But when you have a family, that ain't cutting it.
No, it's not.
That ain't cutting it.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So how did this next record get made?
Basically, like I said, we were talking about, the announcement of his child really inspired him, and he went back to New York City and was like, I gotta write a killer album, and they're probably gonna fuck me financially, and they did, but at least I'll kind of have a name for myself, and that's where the album title, he's like, no one's gonna mess around with me anymore.
And that brings us to 1972's You Don't Mess Around with Jim. The hardest song he's ever done.
Dude, I mean, this always been fascinated by this song because
not only have I never heard the original before now, you know what my introduction to this was?
The
Gravediggers. Fucking Gravediggers.
They sampled this,
They didn't sample it. They just sung the lyrics. He just rapped the lyrics. Yeah. He changed the last line from Jim to Gravediggers.
You don't spit into the wind.
You don't pull a mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny that arguably the lyrics are tough, but it's arguably soft music.
He is a soft music kind of guy.
He is, but yeah, there's kind of a level of, I don't want to say comedy, but it makes it fun to listen to, and yeah, it's just, it's a good ass song.
Sure is.
Also, I hate, to be cliche, but best personal favorite.
Best personal favorite. This is no question.
This is an insane album in hindsight.
Dude, it's just it's damn near perfect, really. It's fucking really good.
It is.
It's pretty much flawless, dude.
And yeah, just yeah, I said I listened to the greatest hits. I feel like the greatest hits album is just this album, pretty much.
Every song is a winner. Nothing goes wrong here, and the pacing is so well done. Obviously, he has some of his biggest songs on here. The writing is the most unique. It's the least folky. It's the most varied and the most. It's still folk rock, but it has a complete, distinct personality to it.
Even the songs that aren't a hit, New York's Not My Home,
wonderful,
you just you feel like he was not having a good time there.
Oh, it's so good.
You get some jazzy touches in there. Yeah,
it's still a country western song, at its foundation, but it's so fantastically written. It's still its own thing. Oh, gorgeous.
Photographs and Memories also really good.
That sounds like something off of Forever Changes by Love. Really reminds me of that.
And then Time in a Bottle was actually not released as a single. It found success after he died.
Yep.
Because it was kind of like, those changed the song in retrospect, but
it's one of the like it's such a sleazy record label thing to do. Like, oh, he died, time to capitalize on this fucking sad song. And it fucking enraged me. But like, at least it really made him immortalized. At least that, but fuck you guys.
Yeah.
But at least that, but fuck you guys.
Oh yeah. And then it's just I wish he had more things with like strings, because it really comes together.
Yeah.
The few times it happens, and it lives up to the hype.
There's a lot of some of the stuff really gives me CCR vibes, like Rapid Roy. Whenever they go full high energy kind of stuff, I'd always get a lot of CCR vibes. The same with like the albums after this.
Yeah.
Still different, still its own thing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. And then I like an operator when he's talking about like his girl hanging out with his friend Ray, and I'm just sitting there like, man, fuck Ray. What a piece of shit.
Man, fuck Ray.
Fuck Ray. I don't know who he is, but fuck Ray.
I think that song is one of his best. It's fucking beautiful, just driving. It's written like a beast. Goddamn.
I think beauty and haunting things are kind of, and even though you don't like the haunting things, but the beauty of this album, or like the string sections, you don't really get again. It's just like something on this record. And
there's a lot of stuff that's only on this record, and it's just one of those things where you can't. It's hard to like pinpoint exactly why these songs are so much better than everything else he does.
Yeah,
they just are.
I think it's like all this like pent up things he was sitting on, and then after this it was like, okay, he kind of made it, even though he's struggling financially because it was a bad record deal, but it was just like all this pent up stuff he let out, and then everything else was just fell kind of like, trying to capitalize on on this record.
This was definitely a kind of perfect storm type thing, but it's even unfair to say that he doesn't do dark well, because Time in a Bottle is fucking incredible. It's one of the greatest written things ever.
It is.
It's truly brilliant. And he really doesn't ever go anywhere near that dark ever again.
Yeah.
It's odd. A lot of this album is just odd. It does really feel like he was holding back his load for like a month, and he finally exploded, and he's like, all right, here we go, everybody. This is for you. And
what a great album that I think everyone should listen to. Even as adamant as I was about not liking folk music on Simon and Garfunkel, I think this is not in the same vein as in terms of like where Nick Drake like transcends the genre, but for a like staying in the lane of like strictly folk music, this is one of the best.
Yeah, if you're complaining about this, then you just
nothing's for you. Yeah, nothing's for you.
Not. Yeah. But if you're open to it, if you're skeptical but open, this is the one. This is the one.
This is, as you like to say, a fan maker.
Fan maker. Hell yeah.
For sure.
But we got a couple more. We got two more, baby. All right. So this came out in 1973. This is the last album within his lifetime, Life and Times.
We've been running away.
Yeah, this is like 5 months after.
5 months?
According to the little summary on Apple Music.
Jesus Christ.
So don't be getting excited.
I think it's a solid opener. It's no, you don't mess around with Jim, but it's a solid opener.
No, it's just,
on your floor in the morning.
I get a lot of CCR vibes from this song too.
I could see that. But without electric guitar.
Right.
I almost feel like that's what he should have done.
Oh, added electric guitars?
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt.
Because it would have been like his rock album.
it would have been kind of the perfect move after the last one.
Yeah.
Because he kind of hit the pinnacle of folk rock with that one.
Yeah.
One less pair of jeans upon your door. One less voice of talking.
So this is the album with Bad Leroy Brown.
Yeah, and whenever it's a single, I'm like hesitant to be like, it's the best.
It's a great.
It is one of the better songs on here.
It truly is.
I was kind of disappointed with this album.
Sure was. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good album, but it's definitely a noticeable step down.
But let me go back to Big Women.
Okay.
Roller derby queen.
Listen, every girl who does roller derby is a big girl. Listen, that's just a fact. Okay?
The verbiage she uses to describe this woman, though.
Well, fat hunk of mama.
5'6", 215, built like a fridge.
Man, if the man ain't descriptive.
He goes on to call her a heavy duty woman. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm assuming that's a person he met, right?
Yeah.
All the people he's met.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also like when he's like, she might be nasty, she might be fat, but she's mine or something like that. But
I feel like you added in that last part.
No, I don't remember.
But I'm gonna get in them goods, as what he said.
Yeah. Watch out. When he's around big women, you watch out, Ingrid. He can't control himself.
Should you fucking slander the good man's dead name?
No, I don't know if he did that. I just like the idea that he had a weakness for.
We don't know that he didn't. So Germany again, solid ballad, good writing, pretty. Not a fan maker. I like it though.
No, yeah, that's. Whenever he's singing about dreams, I'm like, yeah, because dreaming again, and then these dreams.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I like them. I like them both with more. These dreams kind of feels like a sequel to Time in a Bottle, but it's still a good.
Yeah, it's solid. It's real solid. I actually quite like the lyrics to "Careful Man." I really relate to them. It's me. He's talking about me.
I don't have the the wild past like you and Jim.
Yeah.
And it might not even be about Jim. This may be about like someone he met,
of course.
But I can relate with the we're not drinking anymore. We're not
big. We're just hanging out. We're just taking it easy, taking care of our responsibilities.
Yeah. It's definitely a song you appreciate when you get older.
This is not an 18-year-old song.
No, you're like fuck that song. Alabama Rain, pretty like pleasant Jim Croce stuff.
But I find that to be, it does nothing for me. It's just it's just a folk. It's a folk ballad that feels it didn't mix it up enough. It's like the rest.
I wanted Speedball Tucker to be a good song because like the title, man, what a great title! But
it has all the ingredients. Yeah,
he's no Leroy Brown.
It's a fast rocker like Leroy, but it's noticeably weaker. Yeah.
And then I wonder if that was going to Leroy Brown, if like meaner than a junkyard dog was like a term people had used before this song, or if it was like after people were like, yeah, junkyard dogs are mean.
I don't know. I'm not old enough. I feel like it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Because it's a folky thing to use, old colloquial terms. Is that the right?
I think that sounds about right.
Sure, let's pretend it's right.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah, I'll use like little not catchphrases, but sayings and adages and throw those in the songs. It's a super folky thing to do, but
Closer doesn't have to be that way. Kind of a sad song, knowing
it is quite sad.
Happen.
Yeah, it's nice. I think it's a decent closer. It's something revolutionary, but I like it as a song. Context wise, it's very sad.
Yeah, it's nothing is gonna be as strong as You Don't Mess with Jim, unfortunately. But
yeah,
this album's just a fine walk in the park.
If you like Jim Croce, you like this one. I don't know why I said Yim. It's the Mexican in me slipping out. But got one left, and this one I don't even want to talk about. It's made me sad. This is a bummer of an album.
This was released a week after he died.
A week after, my God. Also the same year.
Yeah.
So Homeboy was put in overtime. I can see why he was burnt out.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think he was just trying to take care of his family, and
that's why it's so fucking devastating. Oh boy. But Here it is. Last album, 1973's I Got a Name.
Like the pine trees lining the winding road.
This song rules.
It's so good.
So damn good. He didn't write it. Whose song is this?
Someone named Charles Fox and Norman Gibble.
Norman Gibble, yeah.
I guess they wrote it for him.
I guess they wrote it for him?
specifically. Yeah.
I got a name, and I carry it with me like my daddy did. But
Got those pianos now.
that he kept here.
Oh,
You
guys ready for it?
Rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Down the sky.
Fuck, this is a good ass song.
I want to hear it play again. It's because we sang over it.
Hey, we
Mostly
did,
me.
yeah. We Beavis and Butthead did it.
Yeah, that is such a blatant ripoff.
It's not. You're not even like it's close. You're just like it's.
They just stole it from this.
Yeah.
And I carry it with me and I sing it loud. If it gets me nowhere, I go there proud. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by.
Holy, yeah, that is note for note. That is note for note. Those guys
Those
just.
strings coming in.
Oh, goddamn. All right.
Also, I wonder if because he says something about going down the highway, if that's why it's called Highway Song
Oh,
too.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is very similar to the last album for me, where it's like
I like it a lot more.
you like it a lot more.
Noticeably more. Yeah.
They're both pretty even for me, where it's like there's a few things here, but man, it's like
It's not perfect. It's not perfect. No.
it's like in an ideal world, I wish he had more time, but then this knowing what would happen to it, it's just a fucking shitty situation.
It
for
sucks.
him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks so bad.
Leaving a concert in Louisiana, during takeoff, the pilot would crash into some pecan trees, killing Jim and
Everyone on board. Right?
Yeah, it's a small private plane, and
Dude, that's like
he wrote that letter to Ingrid that she got in the mail
after he died. It was a
just
letter
like,
saying,
I'm done with this.
I'm leaving this. I'm going back home. I'm going to be a writer.
Yeah, I hate that the music industry in a short time, and it just like chewed him up to that point, because even though I don't love all these albums, it's very obvious he had something to contribute to the music world.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. And back then, it's like, I mean, this is the 70s. It wasn't that early on, but early enough. Like, also, is there a more surefire death wish than getting on a private plane as a musician?
Yeah.
Before 1998,
Dude.
like, it's everyone who got on a private plane who was a musician died.
Buddy Hall. Also, he died. It didn't die in a plane accident, but died the day after Graham Parsons died.
The day after Graham Parsons, yeah, day after.
Yeah.
How did he die?
His death is like a whole. We could just do.
It's one of those mysterious ones.
It's very like wild, crazy. I think they even made like a movie about it, but it happened about in Joshua Tree, and it's a pretty wild story. But
so that's super duper devastating. They released I Got a Name as a single the day after, right?
Yes,
the day after he died.
Tonally, doesn't really fit it, but also, the man's music should be heard.
Yes.
5 short minutes is the most rockin' wacky song you would do, and of course, or not of course, but it's about statutory rape, and
5 short minutes, baby.
That'll cost you a few years in the slammer.
It's a nice CCR style rocker, of course. Don't love it, but it is fun. Just funny lyrics.
And then he would rework Age. Do you like this version better or the one with Ingrid?
One with Ingrid.
Okay.
I do prefer the one with Ingrid. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give this one the slight nod for some reason.
They're both fine. I just like the energy that she brings to it, and like just her voice. And not just him doing his own harmony or whoever else. It adds a nice little like authentic, lovely flair. Like there's a chemistry there.
Yeah. Working at the car wash blues, that kind of sees him, representing those blue collar people again.
Yeah.
But this again, it's not a character the way like Leroy Brown is.
It's not. I still like it though. It's cute. It's more. It's tried and true folk rock. It's not going at any. It's not crossing the margins in any way. But I dig it. It's fine.
Song that caught me off guard is
Salon and Saloon.
Yes.
Now that doozy of a song.
Yeah.
Is fucking wonderful. And
I was just with that title. I wasn't expecting it to sound like that. I was expecting it to be like, Top Hat. Well, this judging on names, like looking at it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this going to be like fun, like car wash blues types.
Yeah. That was written by guitarist Maury Mielheisen.
I believe he also passed away on that plane.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because they were going to play a show and yeah.
Well, he wrote the song, and I think, well, at least what the wiki says, who knows if it's true. Jim put it on the album as a gift to him or something.
Oh, that's
and it's also the last song he recorded before he died. So by the way, we're just talking about the song. The song itself is a solo piano piece, solo piano and vocals. It's unlike anything he's done before. It's gorgeous. It's fucking
yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
It's a good song.
It really is.
Top Hat Bar and Grill. It sounds exactly like the type of music you would hear in a bar and grill.
It is.
I'm pretty sure Applebee's just plays that song on repeat or
it's
something.
Bar rock.
Yeah.
If that's a genre, it is now.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Do love Recently. Beautiful. Think it's really well written. Can't stand the bongos in it though. I wish it didn't have any percussion at all instead of what it has. It's aside from that though, I think it's great.
Yeah, I think that fares a little better than the Hard Way Every Time.
I like it. I think it's well done. It's got those strings, dude. They're fucking wonderful.
Yeah,
they're so tasteful.
I'm gonna go back.
Oh, great strings.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go back to a lot of things, even though I don't love them. This because the man's discography is so short-lived.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said it at age 32. Like
he's 30.
I can't believe I'm older than.
First of all, he looks 48. He never like looking at him. I was like, oh man, they really aged like fucking yogurt back then. It's unfortunate because really like. He really looks old, like weirdly old. I swear he was in his 50s when I first saw a photo of him.
Let me tell you, this man
was 28
with a peak mustache and a tan, probably unstoppable.
Especially in the 70s.
He could do anything. Except get a decent music deal.
Except get paid.
Which is really all he wanted.
It's all it's all a lot of people want, but the man worked his ass off for it.
He did, and
barely got it.
Left a good legacy behind, and
well,
fucking sad. But
I wonder what is this kid up to?
I don't know what his kid's
Adrian
up to.
J. Croce.
I believe Ingrid opened up a few restaurants in his name around was it at the San Diego area?
Yeah, the Gaslight, not the gas. It was a Gas Lamp.
Gas Lamp, yes.
Gaslight is where they tell you it's not there, but they're right in front of you. Gas Lamp District. And then, his son's a musician as well.
Nice.
More pop, rock, blues, country kind of guy.
Trying to carry on.
He's got quite the discography, I'll tell you that.
It's longer than his dad's.
It is significantly longer than his dad's discography. I don't feel like covering him.
No, I don't.
I feel like I'm not going to like it. But God bless it for keeping on. He released an album last year. Holy shit.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's no shortage of people willing to talk to him about his dad and all that. So
Indeed.
He looks like his dad at least got to leave behind a good life for his son. And like I said, one of the few silver linings here about his passing. But
indeed. Goddamn. But that's the end of that. I'm sad now, but it's okay.
It's okay. We got the tunes.
Let's do a little recap.
Worst, least favorite, Jim and Ingrid Croce. It's just feels uncharacteristic of the rest of his discography. And then best personal favorite. You don't mess around with Jim. The hype is real on that album.
Show is worst least favorite Facets. It's
It's low quality.
Low quality. Well, just covers country western folk. I can do without ever hearing any of that ever again. But you don't mess around with Jim. Now, on the other hand, now that's something else. Oh baby, you got to hear it. But thank you so much for listening, watching, and hanging out. If you want to support us, you know what to do. Leave the likes, leave the comments, share, appease the almighty evil, all-consuming algorithm so we can get paid. Please. You can find a Spotify playlist on Jim Croce. Link in the description. You can find a playlist associated with every episode at everyalbumever.com. And if you really want to help us out, you really want to support us, patreon.com/everyalbumever. You know what's there. Bonus episodes, early access to loose ends episodes, 20% off all merch. See our schedule in advance. Vote on polls. If you're tier 2, you get to suggest artists for us, as well as contribute as many bands you want to our Patreon poll, where we pick those out as we see fit. Hell yes. And you can follow me on all social media at Panda Monkey. And you can follow Alex on Instagram at
Mother Puncture.
Hell yeah. So, what we gonna close it out with?
I think we got to do. I'm tongue tied. I think we got
Salon and Saloon.
Yeah, we didn't. We talked about it a lot. I was scared you were gonna say play that motherfucker. I was like, don't say it. I want to play it at the end. I think it's he has so many hits. Like, let's play a
little hidden gem there.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So thanks so much for listening and watching. See ya.